You're not gonna believe this. Right before the truck show, guys, let me show you what happened right before. I mean, like, this Saturday we're having the truck show at Ryan's Diesel Service, and I curbed the truck. No joke, guys, this truck has to go to the body shop. In a nutshell, I wasn't paying attention. I hit a curb, picked the front wheel up high enough to go right into the fender of this truck. Oh, right here. It buckled right there. So I just had this fender fixed in January, so unfortunately, it's gonna have to go back and get replaced, or hopefully they can fix that. I'm not sure. You guys let me know in the comments. Let me give you a closer look here. Can I rebend that out? Is it worth it? They're sitting on a brand new set of 325/50 R22s. These are the LT tires, the Nitto Recon grapplers. These things look amazing, by the way. What ended up happening, since I got bigger tires, it did actually push it out a little bit further, of course, to protect the rim, because the last setup that I had didn't. Not only that, it's the aggressive look that I'm going for without actually installing wheel spacers, because this truck is not sitting on wheel spacers. I don't really like those. Here's the biggest problem that I'm running into. Before I had the shop built, the garage clearance was, I mean, it literally just scraped the top of that roof right there in order to get my truck in the garage. A lot of you guys that's been watching the channel for a while know that. So what I had to do is I actually had to lower the front end down a little bit. So what I did is I actually had to loosen the torsion keys in order for the front end to drop just a little bit in order to clear the garage height in order to get this truck in the shop. So with that being said, we installed bigger tires, which then gave me not as much range of motion when I turned the wheel left and right. Therefore, I did end up scraping a little bit. Well, in today's video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and jack the front up again, crank up those torsion keys, because we're sitting pretty level in the front, but it's gonna give me enough height in order to clear these wheels. Given that we're taking this truck to the truck show, I wanted to go ahead and replace these door handles. You see where I'm getting at? I mean, you let me know in the comments if that's happened to you before, but this has happened probably about 3 or 4 times on this truck, but I've owned this truck for years. Unfortunately, this cheap plastic right here will eventually separate from these screws, and me being in the military, used to Humvee up armored doors and stuff like that, always opening doors and closing them really hard. I have a horrible habit of that, by the way. But yeah, I'm pretty hard on my Chevy, but I'm gonna be replacing all these door handles today. We're not gonna be able to take this truck to the body shop. It won't happen. We won't have enough time. But another thing that I wanted to do, and you're probably gonna kill me for this, but it's something I've been really wanting to do. I wanna go ahead and put wheel flares back on this truck. I am actually gonna go ahead and paint match this truck today, so make sure you watch till the very end of this video. Maybe you might be able to learn something. I'm gonna sort of show you a how-to style video on this, kind of like my old days. We'll go ahead and show you a how-to on this one. I think you're really gonna love this video. I did end up going to Napa and having them mix me a quart of Victory Red, which is like liquid gold nowadays, by the way. Here it is, Victory Red. Now I will be using a can of sealer adhesive promoter. This right here is going to help, especially for those door handles. This is what it'll do, is it'll allow the paint to bond to the material a lot easier, because when I'm grabbing those door handles constantly, I hate to have this paint rub off. So I wanna make sure this is done correctly. These products should do the trick for what I'm trying to do. Luckily, it's not an entire vehicle. We are painting plastic. All right, so I'm only gonna need 1 can of this stuff. There's the part number, 7226. Then after that, we'll go ahead and lay down our red. This is how I'm going to do this. We have the primer already dried. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and lay down our single stage. So I have a quart of Victory Red. I also have my S8 reducer and my hardener right here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is mix it per instructions. It says 8, 2, and 1. And on the measuring cup, I found 8, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up to this 5 line right here with paint. Our reducer up to the next 5 line. And last but not least, our hardener. All right, went a little bit over, but it's okay. Just as long as I'm close. All right, guys, so it's the very next day. Instead of waiting a few hours, I decided to go ahead and just let it sit overnight. By the way, it looks fantastic. So I took one of these like this and walked over here to put it on just to check fitment. And here's the issue, guys. That's not gonna fit. But if you go over to my LMM Duramax over here, these fit like a glove. So I double checked my order and I ordered the correct flares, but they sent me the wrong ones. I know in the past I said that I would never put wheel flares back on my truck. I think maybe something's telling me something that maybe I shouldn't do this. So therefore, I just painted these wheel flares for no reason, and I don't even know if I'm gonna put them on my LMM. I'm just not a huge fan of the way they look on a 07.5 to 2011 body style GM truck. I just don't think they look good. But yeah, definitely bummed out. Either way, we're installing those. Those are gonna look amazing on this truck. But let's go ahead and get these on. I think this turned out amazing. I'm really glad that we were able to do this. The only issue that I'm having, I'm running into a lot of issues, guys, before this truck show. It's crazy. Look at this. They sent me one with a keyhole. What I did is I took a bolt, I grounded it down to where it was nice, smooth, and flat, and then I went ahead and primered, painted it. I dropped the bolt down there, and then I actually hot glued inside there so it'll hold in. But I'm thinking I'll figure that one out later, but that's what it looks like for now. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is, right? Overall, I'm digging it, man, with the paint match Boost Auto Parts tow mirrors, as well as these door handles. They look amazing. Kind of kicking myself in the butt, though, because I really should have done that right there. Didn't do it. All in good time, guys. Let's go ahead and crank up these torsion keys so I can finally clear these wheels and not worry about what just happened on the other side. So let's do that right now. Go ahead and just get a reference from the wheel to the top of this well right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take my impact, crank up this side, which I'll show you what bolt you have to tighten up. And crank it up to about 13 inches. And once I'm level there, I'll come over here to the other side, tighten up the other bolt, and then measure 13 inches. That way I'm even on the front. Obviously, I would need an alignment after I do that, but I'm not gonna do that. And if you look right under here where my finger is, that's the bolt. It's an 18 millimeter. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up. It'll pick it up about an inch. That's where I'm gonna stop. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna come over here to the other side and then tighten up that bolt. But you guys see where I'm getting at. Let's go ahead and do this. I use the SP tool line. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description. Actually, I have a coupon code with their website. It's Truckmaster. It'll save you 10% on tools. Looks like I need to crank it up a little bit more, another ½ inch. Good on that side. Now with the trained eye, you can see that it's picked up on this side a lot higher than this side. I have a little bit of an angle right there on the CV shaft. And then here on the driver's side, we don't have an angle. It's just pretty much straight across. Let's do this side. Oh, you're not gonna believe this. Oh my goodness. My torsion key bolt. I just snapped my torsion key bolt. This day, it's just getting better. Oh, sheared right off, so I'm gonna have to drill and tap that one out. And oh man, these trucks look amazing. We were able to get the truck on the trailer. Very sketchy. Really quick, let me explain. As you guys saw in that clip, I had to drive up on the actual fenders. These fenders are actual drive-on fenders. You guys can tell the pitch is pretty significant. So what I did is I actually just took that tire, drove it up on that one, and I put a little platform, you know, a little extraness, just in case I was to fall off. And I drove up on that, and I used that tire, and I just ever so gently drove it right here, super close to that. Yeah, I already know what you guys are gonna say. Invest in a better trailer. I absolutely will, but I think I need to sell like 5,000 t-shirts in order to do that. Oh guys, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. I'm not worried about it one bit. You know, a few of those things that I don't do on my own. I dropped this trailer off and had it serviced. Had the bearings gone through, all new grease, brand new tires. I had this entire trailer looked over. It's a 14K trailer, so it can clearly haul, you know, the 7,500 pound truck, so we're fine. Having a really hard time even thinking about doing anything crazy to this truck right now. I just like that it's stock, quiet. It can pull a house, and it's just super nice, man. But this is definitely something I love about these GM trucks, especially the new ones. the back end, it just barely sags, man. There's really not much to it. I know what you're gonna say, get a gooseneck. I will, guys. I'll eventually do it. Another thing that I'm gonna say that someone's gonna say in the comments, you should have got a dually. Yes, you're absolutely right there, but I don't want a dually. I want a single rear wheel. That's just what I like, guys. And if you guys were to look at the body style, the 18s to the 20s to the 21s, there's just some subtle differences, like the front end, you know, the side steps. They both look amazing, but in my opinion, I'm really glad that I went with a 2018. Man, but crazy day today. A lot of mishaps, but the good thing here is that I have full range of motion in the front of the truck, so now I can finally turn left and right, no issues. I mean, let's just point it out. I put big stupid wheels on it. I'm not crying that I destroyed the fender. It is what it is, man. The body shop gave me a quote for 800 bucks on the last fender, which was the same exact side. So I'm gonna end up having to pay $800 to get that fixed, or I'll probably just do it myself. I'll save a ton of money just doing it myself. And then the wheel flares didn't work out, no big deal. I don't know if I'll ever put them on here. I may just sell those. They sent me the wrong handle with the keyhole, which I don't need. Here's a really good shot of it right there. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'll take this inner fender off when I get some time. Maybe I can pound it out. We'll see, guys. Some of you body guys need to let me know. Load it up in the comments. Truck's looking nice, wax, detailed. Anthem wheels are looking amazing. The Nitto Recon grapplers. It's really cool because I'm one of the first of very, very few to get a set of these right here when they came out. So I jumped on these super quick. I really love them. But this build is really coming together. Hey guys, I'm gonna make this video a little bit interesting. Let's head to Ryan's diesel service in Wisconsin. I'm in Michigan right now. So I'm gonna make that 7 to 9 hour trip. Really depends on traffic. So let's get it. Okay guys, so as promised, we are here. Ryan's diesel service, Kodiak truck. And the old girl made it. Obviously no problem. We put the L5P to work. I wonder if you remember this guy right here. The big guy, the bigger guy with the beard. This is Rust Belt Mechanic. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. I'm gonna be hanging out with him all weekend, so we're really pumped. And this is Mark, the owner of Kodiak truck. By the way, I have to show you something. Your rear end looks so shiny. It's been like,
hey, don't talk about my
2.5 to 3 years now. Look at that thing. Woo!
Sweet.
She's still looking mint, man.
Looks like it's been sitting in the garage.
It has been sitting in the garage,
Yeah.
Like somebody's got too many trucks, they don't know what to do with them.
Like a used truck lot over there.
If you're just stopping by, Mark actually rebuilds my transfer cases, the rear ends.
Differentials.
He makes by far some of the best transfer cases in the world. So if you guys are interested, I left that link in the description. Also use my coupon code. It will definitely save you guys some money. So here we are. We're here. It took me, I think, 7-8 hours with Chicago traffic. So
that was horrendous.
I was spotted a few times. A few people taking pictures of me going down the road. That's kind of cool. So if you're watching this video, you excited about this weekend?
It is gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna see if I can rag the crap out of the truck. You gonna put this thing on the dyno?
Yes. Yeah, this is going on the dyno. I should have brought the Wife Max. I know you guys are gonna say it. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put mine on there, see if I can break something so I can't drive home.
Right.
You know, one of those things.
Well, what I'll tell you is last time we did this, we went to Mexico and raced on some highway, back highway out here in Mexico.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that again because I really don't want to be wanted by the sheriff's department. So, of Mexico.
Rated.
Yeah.
Then the Mexicalis, they'll come get you.
We'll send you a cake with a file.
He's such a nice guy.
So you putting any of your trucks on the dyno on Saturday?
No, we got
that twin turbo.
Yeah, the twin turbo truck. I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what those numbers are. We kind of know. I think that truck ran at 11.9 at 132, and it's not a super built truck. It's one of them trucks we're gonna probably tear into in the next year or two and actually do a full restoration on it. We want to clean up under the hood. It's not the prettiest thing. It's a twin turbo truck, but it's the way we bought it.
Yeah, whatever. He's downplaying it, guys. That thing will put you in your seat.
Well, but the dyno sheet's full. I mean, we got a lot of people for the dyno for this weekend, so we don't want to hog it with our own stuff.
That's true.
We're going to have our own dyno here. Ryan bought one. We're going to have dyno in-house here, and within probably the next 2 to 3 months, it should be here.
That's exciting.
Oh, man.
It really is.
We're going to do some America Bald Eagle stuff.
I know.
You bet.
It's going to be great. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this truck off the trailer. Hopefully I don't destroy my rim. I'm going to drive on a fender. Okay, all right, let's do this. How are you doing today, sir?
We're doing.
Awesome. If you guys don't know, Ryan is a turbo remanufacturer as well as a builder for turbos. Probably some of the best in the business. So again, link in the description. Definitely check them out. We've been running the RDS 68mm turbo with the, should I say it correctly, high flow vanes.
Yep.
This thing is a powerhouse. Last time we put on the dyno, we hit 568. It's basically, dude, this truck is stock, really. I mean, it's got a fuel system and a turbo and an HSP high flow bundle kit. That's pretty much it. Oh, and a built trans in the rear. Yeah. A lot of stuff, but not like, you know, like the big stuff, like 10 mil pumps, 12 mil pumps, you know, 2 turbos like this guy right here.
Hey, I've ran mine on the dyno with his 68 race. It pulled 640 on the dyno when we were here last time.
Yeah, but you also had a bigger pump and stuff, and yeah, you had 100 overs in that truck.
No, I have 60 overs.
60 overs. Okay, so since the dyno, we now have 60 overs in this truck. So we're going to see if we can hit 600 horsepower. Highly doubt it, because you know, I abuse this thing, but we'll find out. Let me just put this out because I have to say it because I'm going to forget. This 7-8 hour trip, my butt hurt in this truck. But every time I drive this truck to your shop, right here, every time I drive the LBZ to your shop,
yep,
comfortable, man. It feels like I'm sitting on a couch on the way here.
You differ. I think
Really?
It's the butt for the seat.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have one, so with mine, with my LBZ, it's actually no support. It's almost
Really?
too couchish. I actually like the bigger, stiff chairs of the newer ones.
Yeah, I
That's
like
just
being
me.
on a recliner when I drive through Chicago. Again, guys, if you can make it out Friday and Saturday, the 30th and 31st of July, 2021. I'll leave that invite in the description below. I'll leave a link there you guys can click on. That's it for this video. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.